Good evening, everybody. So, every year they tell us to write this elaborate speech. I'm not really one to write a speech, so I'm going to speak generally just from my heart. 4 years ago, I was, like Dr. Garcia had mentioned, was doing my transitional year at Arrowhead Hospital. And at that time, my goal was to be an OBGYN. So, in my mind, I was set in one hospital. I figured this is the place I'm going to be. And then I realized that there was a lot of turmoil there, and I didn't really enjoy it, didn't like it. A lot of things that I saw there that I wasn't too happy with. Talked to a lot of the residents there, and they weren't happy. And through a very, very good friend of mine who unfortunately couldn't be here today, came to know about this program, who was completely off of my radar at that time. So, decided to try it out, came down here, did 1 week, did a month of a kind of an away rotation, if you want to call it, here to try to figure out if I wanted to be here. This is the place that I would apply to. And my very first shift that night was when the residents went off to study for their creogs. And as you know, there's no coverage that night except for just an attending. And the only attending that was on that night was Dr. Lopez. So, of course, we had 5,000 C-sections. I hadn't even held a scalpel at that point because I was still an intern and I was at a hospital where I was doing a transitional year. I wasn't the one who was primary surgeon on anything. So he told me, you know what, this is your night to shine. If you want to be here, you gotta prove your worth to me, essentially, right? So I did 6 C-sections that night, and I was primary surgeon on all of them. So I think that was the one day that I said, you know what, maybe this is the place for me. There's a lot of pathology here, there's a lot of great things here that I can see. It sounds like all the residents seem happy, so I'm gonna come. So I applied, got in, by the grace of God, and now I'm here, right? This is now coming from a place where I thought I would be doing my OBGYN residency and decided that that wasn't the place for me. And also being amongst people who told me that I would never be an OBGYN. People who told me that I was not essentially good enough for their program. So winning Resident of the Year tonight makes me that much more bittersweet for leaving. So I really do appreciate that from the faculty. The other thing that when I first came here, I think I got a little bit of criticism was that I was a really happy, fun, kind of happy-go-lucky person, and people thought that I wasn't really serious. But I think in these 4 years, at least I hope, that I've built a little bit more of a reputation than just being a happy-go-lucky person, that I'm actually serious, that I do care about my patients and go well beyond and above to make sure that everybody that I touch and that I heal have the best of care. The other thing that, if anything, that I would leave you guys with is that I was blessed with, and I flaunted this year, I was blessed with having the best team, in my opinion. I'm on Team A. Team A, in my opinion, best team. By far. And I love you guys, trust me. I love every single one of you in many different ways. But consistently, my team has had my back, and I've had theirs, and we've always, always, always done the best work. Sherry Ann, you have been my rock for 3 years. Without you by my side, there was so many days where I would go into my little call room and just say, you know what, why am I doing this? Why am I, here? Why am I doing it? And you were there, and you were always there to have my back. And we'd laugh, and we'd dance, and we would, just have a good time. And we still got work done. And I don't know what I'm gonna do without you next year, to be honest. It's gonna be such a weird experience, not coming up with all our different accents and the widows. So, inside joke. So I love you. You are going to be an amazing, amazing chief resident next year, and our team is so blessed to have you. Jamie, you are just a force to be reckoned with. She just sits in this like zone, and she knows what she's doing, and she just has her, her game plan. And I think that everybody kind of says, oh, well, she doesn't really think outside, or she's just kind of quiet. No, she knows, trust me. And she's masterminding so many things you don't even know about. But she's amazing. And Jeannie, you are such a strong person. You are going to be an amazing senior to Julia and to our incoming intern. And then next year, when you become the chief, you're just going to rock it. There's just no doubt about that. And then Julia, who I had the privilege of having as a student, having as a sub-I, and when she matched into our program, I was just elated because I knew that she was going to be the best person here, and I was very much blessed to have her on my team, and I'm going to miss you entirely. So to my team, I thank you so much for all your hard work, all your dedication, for making me laugh, for pulling me out of the dark when I needed it the most. You guys are my backbone. I will be incredibly indebted to you, and I will never forget you. So when you come down to San Diego, just know you'll look me up, and that there's always a place waiting for you. To my family who are here tonight, my mom, my dad, and my sister, they've seen the worst of me when I come home. People say I'm happy, yeah, it's important to be happy, yeah. People say that when you're in residency, why be happy? You're just here to learn, you're here to do things. But in my opinion, I think that if you emanate happiness to the people around you, you're going to start to hopefully change the mentality and the mood of the room. So while I was here, yeah, I was a happy person and I might have been criticized for that, but I don't regret it because I'm still, walking out knowing that I learned what I needed to learn, I touched the patients I needed to touch in the way that the standard of care and to the highest degree. So my family, who knows my other side, is when I come home and throw a tantrum because I've bottled up all this anger inside. Thank you for putting up with me for the past 4 years and seeing me very less and seeing me, my dark side, the most. You guys are my other rock and the reason that I exist, and I love you dearly. Thank you so much.